Welcome to Trading Markets. This is Wishel Joseph. I'm not a financial advisor, so everything here is for educational purposes. I want to review our predictions from yesterday and see how things are going. But look at crude oil on the right. We said when it breaks above this, it would continue to go into this. And it did. Today. Yep, this is today. This is Friday, which is the market's close. These are futures. So in conjunction, the XLE. What's up? What's up? You hear me?
Yeah. I'm looking at, let me see this on a daily.
Looking at
This is
crude and
newish.
XLE. XLE is really going up now, not just crude, but
One of
XLE.
them weird things going on,
But yeah,
say that again.
I said, remember, like before, like XLE was not moving. Oil stocks was not moving with crude, but now they really are. Ever since Monday
Yeah.
the 23rd, I'd say, or maybe even a little before that. But right here, it wasn't following. And you see how like XLE was still going down, even though crude was going up, XLE was still going down. And then once we got to here, now they're following the direction, even though XLE's lagging behind crude. To me, that's more opportunity. And then remember this imbalance we talked about last night?
Yeah.
It's filling, it's going in there, and it's not much resistance, you know. Even this gap right here, and then at some point it's gonna have to reject somewhere, but there's a lot of space. And there's a lot of meat on the bone when it comes to XLE. Like I was talking to me, she was talking about leaps on rig, like leaps. And I'm like, because oil's been beaten down for so long, there's a lot of opportunity to the upside. But when I look at a rig, because like I look at the subset, so this is oil energy stocks, but then when you go to XOP and rig, it's the oil exploration stocks. So XOP breaking out, if you look at rig, and look, the lagger has become the leader, I would say.
Break hit four. Damn, I should have, man.
Yeah,
I was
rig.
gonna
Look,
I
but
was
look
gonna
how
get that four.
fast and that's the thing about rig. It's such a snail until it's ready to just take off.
Man, I was gonna get a 4 pack for 10. Man.
Like, I got me a 7 pack, but I should have got me like a 20 pack for the price that I
You
bought it
sold
at.
it?
But I lost focus because I traded a bunch of other stuff on my alerts instead of sticking to energy, like I said yesterday.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that play that you know.
That I know, and I know, and I knew Rig was ready. Because for a long time, I remember even back here, we are like, "Nah, Rig's not ready yet. Rig's not ready yet." And like every time Rig pops, it's not ready yet. But once it did this consolidation out here and broke this is usually when I would get in. But I didn't trust it because it kept not being ready yet. Like right here, I didn't trust it, and then trust it now.
But you know, Rig is gonna pay you when you get it right before it's ready.
Yep, yep. That's how it works.
I
So,
was telling my pack when it was 350 because I said, "Oh man, it's gonna gas up," and then I
mhm.
seen the call cost was like 455. So I see it's gonna at least touch four.
So now I'm looking at this point. I see the imbalance up to 4, and then this right here at 415. That's an immediate target. Maybe it'll come up to here and consolidate. But Rig is pretty ready. Like I like Rig when it does this
Yeah,
it's real max pains. This is a max pain down here. It's not gonna come down there for a bit. So putting some time on it. I might buy some leaps too. No cap. Because I sold my shares once I seen the break under here,
there
I
it
sold
is.
my shares because I had my average price was 425. So once it broke under $4, sold my shares, but I automatically buy like $10 a week. So now I have new shares at a cheaper price. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, okay, I can buy a little bit more
Yeah,
aggressively on the shares, but I could just buy a leap instead of having to keep buying shares. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll still leave the shares accumulating slowly,
You
but if I buy a
you
leap,
should get 100.
100
You
shares,
should get a. Nah, go ahead.
say that again.
I
I
didn't
didn't
hear
hear you.
you. I said you should get 100 so you could sell options to people trying to buy $5 options and shit like that, thinking it's gonna get up there right away. You get
Right,
paid off.
right. I remember when I had 100. I remember when I had a lot of shares. Hey, I could do that because at the end of the day, it's not like I don't have the money. I just took some of it out of the market.
You know, a fool like I used to be before I knew better, gonna be trying to buy fives and thinking it's gonna get there.
Hmm.
Not saying it won't, but not right now.
Yeah, all right now. Yeah, I was thinking about how I was doing it. I was doing the same thing back in the day. I remember when I was on that rampage for like 3 months for rig, and then
Yeah.
you and Meech was like, "Yo, be careful. It's been running hot for like 7 weeks straight." And then I think the price was like at like seven. I'm over here buying $9 calls out the money with time. I'm like, no, we don't do that no more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I bought the $4 call today because it was at the money. But I was gonna buy the 350, but I'm like, I already know how rig moves. Once it's ready, it's gonna pay you at the money. So,
Man, I saw my Exxon puts. I got them at the top. I did the
oh
up
yeah,
and
I
the down.
remember during the day when you told me you sold it, and then I think that's when I tried to enter, and then it failed, and I got
Yeah, no,
stopped out.
they went down to touch 107. Came fill the gap and lower to 107. And then that was a cool entry right there. It might dip and pop tomorrow. It
Yeah,
came down.
interestingly,
It's like
I'm thinking, is Exxon lagging now because it already it pre-ran, it ran first?
it went up and got them 108s for this week and then 109s for next week. Now it's gonna work them out and
Yeah.
either kill them,
So yeah,
either
that's the put wall. The
10,
put
and
wall.
then after that, it's the 110 gap is coming next.
Yep, that's next. Hmm. So Exxon could give you some opportunities
You see
moving
the
forward.
dip.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
15 minute.
But the thing is, that's where we fuck up being in too many plays and shit.
Yep, yep, yep. That's why I'm like, I need to go back to keeping it exclusive because I was playing CCJ and I was playing what's the other one, Guild, and these days I play. If you notice, these days I play the most randomest stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Remember when I used to
Yeah.
only play rig? Don't get me wrong, I don't gotta only play rig, but it's good to stick to a few exclusively.
Yeah. I think I got one of them sevens like as low as like $6. They went in the money. But when they got a little bit in profit, I sold them. I said, I'm looking at too much shit. I got to. No, this
Yep.
one thing we could do, bro. If we in too much shit, then cut some shit when it's up. If it went better, cool. We got profit, maybe we didn't get as much as we could, but at least we didn't overstand to the point where we go in and then out of profit.
Yeah, profit is the name of the game. Because like
Look like
I always gotta remember I can always get back in later.
look like a little
Later.
head and shoulders over there on the XR. You trying to go down and get trying to nah,
Watching that purple
okay.
level right there, that 107. But I do like you see like the gray parallel line I have. This could be a nice retest. It could be.
Yeah.
But we will see. We'll see because it's also resistance right here too. So, but I feel like it could come down just to keep going higher, just because oil wants to go higher, is what I'm seeing. Exxon, just from XLE. But if I compared it to, it's basically similar, but Exxon came down today, but it did go up higher. So you know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. Um, so I know you were talking about other oil stocks like COP, ConocoPhillips. This one is freshly broken out too. It's like not quite, not lagging. It's kind of more lagging than the other. Let me see. XLE. Mm,
Trying to see if
it's
they
similar.
you do you
It's pretty similar, but
have
XLE
you
is a
seen the
little stronger.
bounces?
Would you say?
I'm trying to see if they're trying to get that top gap and dump after for some maybe like a month, or get the bottom gap and go up for the next 2 weeks. But if they do, well, I'm plotting on that IBM on the quantum. Them little OTMs be pretty cheap, but when it start moving, that shit flip quick if you get it right.
It's, I seen thing dip today
So
and
we
then
could,
thing went back up. I seen AI. AI like dipped and came back. On it just kind of yeah, it dipped and then it kind of came in the middle, but it's at a point where it looked like a fall, you know?
yeah, they now I wouldn't be surprised if shit fall. That IBM fall and go get that gap. I like that entry because I think they're gonna go fill a gap and go back over to the top by the time Trump get inaugurated.
Hmm.
But that's just one scenario.
Right. I seen Meech post DJT.
Yeah,
Yeah, so by inauguration, maybe you see a nice pop.
you seen he had another $1,000 day.
Yeah. I seen this $2,000 day too. Like I was talking to him, I'm like, yo, I'm so proud to see the progress. And I told him like the one thing that I really took from him was to buy in the money. Because we used to argue about that. I'm like, out the money makes more money though if you buy more contracts. Like, yeah, but you're taking bigger risk. And then if you're wrong, you're dead wrong. Meanwhile, in the money, you get the best of both worlds. But yeah, congratulations, by the way, on that 1,000%.
Yeah, man. Gotta give me an evening job so I can be right here and looking at it. Or either a job where I could have a desk where I could look at my laptop.
You could really, right, you could have a desk and really look at the computer and not be so pressed from your job. Sometimes I could do that, but I don't know when I can and when I can't. I'm working with I told you I work with juvenile delinquent youth.
No.
Yeah, I work basically at a juvenile center, the detention center. I'm a math and science teacher. So in the summertime, I came in during summertime, they were letting me like show them stocks and stuff, and I was able to do some trading in class. But now it's the school year, they're like, nah, I can't do that no more. So I gotta like sneak around and do it when I can.
Tell them, but go ahead and break you off and throw a little extra one into the curriculum because you know that's
Yeah,
like
they should, but they're not trying to.
you know.
Yeah. But that's why I'm like, I should, look around and see if I can work at other schools and other places that might be more open to it, you know? Because it is kind of a stressful job, you know what I mean? It's like they're like knuckleheads, you know what I mean? Teenagers, but
Yeah,
knuckleheads.
they just don't, parents just probably dropped the ball, so they just, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
they don't
need
have the
some,
guidance.
need some proper discipline, proper love balance.
Yeah, some of them, their father's not in a lot in their lives, a lot of them. Um, so. Yeah, I'm dealing with like and then like really, really tough family situations and personal situations with these kids. Like, all of them got gun charges, some of them murder, you know. So it's it's tough. It's a toxic
That's a, that,
environment. I'm not gonna lie to
that
you.
that's another thing you could throw out there though. The market don't matter if they got felonies.
Hmm. And I'm telling you, they love it when I show them the market. They're like, "You made any money today?" Like they love it. Like every time I show them, they love it to the point that I was even showing like the staff. But once I heard people started complaining, I'm like, man, y'all want me to? It was cool in the summer, but now it's not cool no more. Like, hey, man, whatever. I still do it on the low whenever I can. But all right. So targets on what are you looking for mostly tomorrow? Are you still looking for energy? Are you still looking for oh, yeah, SPY did do go for that downside.
I'm uh I'm looking at hopping in energy calls off the gap fill.
off
But
the dips.
we could go down in gap fill and keep going to the next gap. You know what I mean? If you look at the structure, what's the
XLE
what's
or
what's the structure on SPY
this
on the
spot right
on
here,
the
spot on the left on the
no,
daily.
look, see the structure on the weekly. Okay. So we could get down to that 570 or
Yeah, that would
where
be
did the gap
that's nice support.
where's the imbalance go back to the day?
The gap right here.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice gap
So
right there. Let me erase these. These are old.
so they could go up. They could go up and break the high, but we'll see. We just gotta be ready for
Right.
whichever way
It's
to
like
go.
it's like maybe that could be like a liquidity grab, or it could just keep going until it fills that lower gap down
Baba
here.
got down to I'm looking at
Yeah,
that Baba, but that's a little head and shoulders right there. So it
yeah, it is
could
in the
dump.
middle of head and shoulders.
And,
It is. I've been things been saying that who what's his name? Aristotle. He's been saying that for a minute.
yeah, so we can't deny what's right in front of us. And also I'm looking at shit, it slipped my mind. Uh oh, I'm looking at Baba to
Let's
get
go with
down to
China.
seven. I'm looking for I'm waiting for Baba at 79.
Baba is it moves so crazy.
I want 79. You know what I mean? I want 79 and let them see that gap right there. Yeah, right there. I want because it's like, is it going up? Is it going down? I want to start dumping people hopping in them puts. And right there, I want trying to let the market come get them orders because it ain't no gaps before that, right?
This oh no, this gun got filled
No,
already.
no, I mean under that.
Down really.
That maybe you could say that one.
This
But
one right
yeah,
here.
79, 75, yeah, any of that to get off that because I'm thinking that they gassed up so fast they came down and had to get that money back. So I'm looking for the next structure to be like kind of solid.
Yo, no cap though. China stocks always look like this. It's like the ugliest charts that just gap up and down like crazy. That's China.
Some water real quick. And yeah, that and I'm looking at IBM. If the market gas to the top to get calls or not get puts down to I think it might be if you had the chart up there, I could see it.
Yeah.
Trying to get that right there. Yeah, what's that? 215. You know,
216. Right where this old double bottom formed from. That was a nice double bottom.
yeah.
Yo, what's up, Edie?
Hey guys.
What
Hey. Yeah,
up?
we were looking at like our predictions from yesterday, and like look at how this is the crude oil futures. Look how oil like filling this imbalance that I drew yesterday, and then
Yeah, gold did the same thing.
yeah, I was looking at gold too. I was looking at gold too. Gold went up when I was looking at it. XAU
I
USD.
was mad because this morning I had so much stuff to do. I didn't even get a chance to get in the chart.
Yeah, this is what I drew this yesterday, but it did like a nice retest somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
It did a nice retest, and then I was like, oh, that's a dope entry. Like this wick right here. This week right here at 8 o'clock.
That red
Eight o'clock,
one.
8 o'clock this morning. It did that.
Yeah.
That would have been a
Okay.
fire entry. And I'm like,
Yeah.
based off the support right here, you could have put a limit order, even these highs. But what do you think gold is going now? It's breaking out.
Um, I was about to say I feel like it's trying to break out,
What's the
but
dollar doing?
let me
The
look on
dollar,
the
but the dollar's
weekly.
breaking out too. So eventually, one of them's gonna
One
snitch on each
straight
other,
up.
right,
I was
Trev?
about to say I feel like after last week and then this week we gotta see how the candle end for the weekly. But it was oh you got your
On the
two
weekly.
out. Hey, because it pushed past that red one on the other side. But we gotta see if it hold that because this is the rejection area.
Oh, where it is right now.
Yeah, on the weekly, it's the
Yeah, I see it
rejection
on.
area.
I see it even on the daily.
So that's honestly why I didn't really want to take no trades from last week to this week. Like last week and this week, I didn't really want to trade because I know the market it goes crazy. Like yeah, we can see confirmations and stuff like that. But I've just noticed from me trading in previous years that Christmas week and New Year's week is get a little wild.
Yeah, a seasonality like almost every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
hmm That's why like Thanksgiving was a good day for me too, because I knew that was gonna be a good day in the market.
Go get some salt
Hmm?
and get a cup. I'm sorry, I was talking to my son. He just lost the tooth.
Yeah. But Trebs, yeah, what do you think?
Look at
This is where
Nvidia. Nvidia.
this was the snitch, right?
Hold on.
Alright.
You said what?
So at this point, one of them should snitch between the dollar and gold.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. If I mean that's like if you after gold, if it got momentum with the dollar up, then shit. Because I was wondering, like, because I seen it. Did you see the dollar gas in the day? I saw it this
Mhm.
morning. That's one of the things that had me in my put.
Looking for
But
the downside.
it was just gassing and gassing and gassing. I'm like, damn, I bet gold is dumping. I'm missing it, but the shit was
But
going up.
but crazy enough, gold ain't really dumped like that. Gold went up with
No,
the
no,
dollar.
that's what I was thinking. That damn, probably gold push right now is hitting, but at the same time, no, that shit was going up.
Yeah, and even now,
But
I
you
think
got
gold
that.
still
This
got
is
some
right here.
room to
This is a
go.
regular sign. This is a regular sign when you see gold and the dollar going up. It's like seeing TLT go down and IWM go up. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
means some shit is going.
So yeah, that divergence, it makes me think like something is about to happen.
Yeah,
But
something
who
is.
knows? But it could last for a while.
And I wonder if that brick stuff have anything to do with the market and what's going on right now. Because
China stay on gold.
say what?
Say
What you
that
say?
again.
I said China stay buying a lot of gold. Like
Trying to
gold
stay
is a
buying a lot of gold.
Yeah,
you
and they
still got
was dumping a lot. They've been dumping a lot of money for the last 2 years. Like a lot of money they've been dumping.
because this we people forget it's literally valuable. People be on Bitcoin and it got its own thing, but it's only as good as everybody want it to be good and they
Hmm.
participate in it. Gold is good, period.
Yeah, gold is there for longer. Gold's the original hedge, right? Before crypto. How was
That was
crypto?
the original dollar. Gold and silver.
You know what you know what's the cool one? Look at
Oh wow,
look
they're moving kind of similar right now, right? Bitcoin and gold,
Oh
kind of.
yeah.
uh
Rich for just for now.
you
For like the
know what's
last couple of
lagging?
days. Hmm
Silver. So if
Oh, it's
gold start
silver.
coming
Yeah, silver's my
down,
shit. I
I'm looking
love.
at the futures.
Ooh, I need. I put that silver trade on a hold after it kept dumping. 'Cause I was
Look
gonna
at
buy
silver.
leaves,
Yeah, look at
but
silver
that's
on the
nice.
weekly.
Would you say?
The silver futures.
SI. Yeah, we had a level. So question is, are we really gonna start raging from here with the dollar going up? That's crazy, right?
Can
right?
you pull
So
up your weekly chart?
Yeah. This is silver on the weekly, and on the right is gold on the weekly.
yeah,
Look
so
at
silver.
them wick.
Look at the trend
Hmm.
line on silver. So I will keep you could do a cone, you could do a top and a bottom trend line on it and see where, yeah, you know,
The other way. Like, what a crazy projection type of thing. Yeah, silver looks good. Silver looks good for a swing. But I always get iffy whenever I see gold going up. I mean, whenever I see the dollar going up with them, I always get iffy. So, are they really going to keep going up together? And for how long before they revert back to their regular relationship? But hey, in the meantime, in between time, I could just make money off it and get out. Yeah, this is crazy to me because the imbalance on the dollar is crazy. You see that big candle? We're looking at least 110. At least 110, maybe even higher. Yeah, let me look at rig. Yeah, I'm back in rig, Edie. Yeah, this is a
what's
nice
the wall,
reversal candle right here.
what's the walls looking like on rig?
The calls you said?
Walls.
Oh, the walls. I remember last time we were looking at them.
That's rigged today.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is rig on the weekly. This is rig today.
It's still gapped up. That was a good gap.
Mm-hmm. And now we getting above here. $4, 414. Maybe even get back into these 440 range where there's a lot of consolidation. So I'm gonna swing it real quick. And if we get a nice retest, now it's ready. If we get a nice retest, like Ray hasn't done this in a minute, where it breaks these significant highs from a very low after a nice consolidation.
Hmm.
So I could see more upside, especially if it really wants to go crazy, just because Rig follows this right here, which is the oil exploration services. We go on the daily. So just seeing this, let me know that Rig's kind of getting ready to do something. And then XOP is the other one, the other ETF that does oil exploration.
Hmm.
But this one is gas. Like this one moves more than Rig. I call this Rig's mom. Yeah, this is Rig's mom because Rig is a pipsqueak compared to this. $3.95 versus 134. The
Mm,
contracts are a lot more expensive.
yeah.
But I love scalping it and I love playing it because when it runs, it runs. Like look how much more days this ran versus rig consolidation and then it started running. But if you look at rig now, it had a stronger day. It had a stronger day than XOP today. So I think the lagger, which is rig, is going to become the leader.
Mm.
So I'm really really watching it. But yeah, the walls on rig. So the walls, start with the 17th because it has the most volume, and then I'll go to the 10th. Rig. And mind you, you guys haven't seen me play rig in a minute, right?
Nope.
It's been a minute because it's been going down. I don't know why I don't like playing rig to the downside. Probably because I played it to the upside for so long. Like I don't like to play to the downside.
I could see it. Okay, damn. That's the 17th. What's the
Next
10th?
week, next week is a different picture.
Okay.
Next week the walls are higher, but
Okay.
but I look at it like this too. Look at the volume. The volume up here is like 2,000, but if you look at the 17th, it's in the 20,000s. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
who knows what could happen next week? But the one thing for sure is by the 17th, the market makers have way more volume to balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just based off
I
the
think it's
volume. But
good. We
hey,
can.
if Rick dips, I got the 17 contract. If Rick dips, I'll buy more. I did not buy enough. I did not.
We see if we can get one tomorrow. Could go fill that gap.
Yeah, if it goes down, I'll buy more. No cap. If Rick can go down tomorrow, I'll be happy, which is crazy, but I will be. Because I got 7 contracts at $14 a piece. It's like $100 in there.
Yeah, the Nvidia. Hold on.
So
Yo.
now I'm about to be back in rig for real. And I'm gonna buy some leaps and buy shares.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Long term. Trying to take more of that long term approach. Like the one thing I like about leaps, like with short term trading is dope because like you can make a lot more money faster, but then
Bernie.
sometimes you lose, so that money you lose it, right? But if you buy leaps, you never have to really lose that money for a long time. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was
You buy in the
buzz, yo.
money or at the money and you
Yeah,
buy a
dirty.
year, you don't have to
Well,
sell it.
good. Good home was there. Hold on one second.
Yeah. So Edie, you know about leap options?
No, not really.
So leap options are options that have a long time on them. It could be 6 months. It could be usually a year is standard. So I could
Hmm.
buy these options a year out, and you see how like it's at 395 right now. So I could buy
Hmm.
like the 350 or the $4 call, and let's say a year goes by, and this goes up to like back to where it was before. So to me, this is basically a stock replacement. So I'm buying, I will make, so basically by buying, let's say I buy in the money, or even I buy the $4 call a year out from now,
Hmm.
the delta is so high that I would make money as if I had the stock. But it only costs me a fraction of the stock. So for example, if I want to buy 100 shares right now, call it $4, that's $400, right? But if I
Hmm.
go, let me show you, if I go right now and look for a leap option on rig, it's gonna cost me less than that. But yeah, it's like I get the same movement, and if it moves, I could actually make more. But I have the
So,
safety of holding it.
so is it like basically you get earnings?
No, it's not really the earnings. It's just that like the what's the word what do you call that? The appreciation. I get the appreciation as if I own the stock. So as the stock goes up, it goes up exponentially. But I have the security of holding it where you know how like well options there's theta and you lose money every day. The theta is
Hmm.
so small on this that I might lose like less than a penny a day or a penny a day. So I can hold it for longer and you want to get exposure. So I'm able to keep my exposure for longer. So whenever at any point it goes crazy, I'm getting that exposure.
Hmm. Can
Yeah,
you get out at any time, or do
absolutely.
you have to hold it?
You can
Okay.
get out anytime.
Okay.
So look at
So
this
if
right
it
here.
go up to like $10,
What'd you say?
if it goes up to like $10,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
you want to
I
get
did
out
lips
the stock.
I done leaps on Macy's when Macy's was like $10 a share. And what
Uh-huh.
I did, I bought out the money, right? So I bought the $35 calls, far out the money, but it's a year away. So with options, time makes everything possible because people are guessing and expecting how far it can go. So once Macy went from like $20, I spent $40 on them. They were 120 a piece, and that it was only like 1 month in. You see what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Yeah, 1 month in, I already 4x on them. So, but if I had held them for the end of the year, I would have at least 10x. You know what I mean? But the
So
beauty of
basically,
it,
it's about finding a big company with
finding
a
something
low
that's so
stock.
beaten down that it has so much meat on the bone and then so much time to reach it. So like,
Okay.
so like that's why I like Rig because look. This has been beaten down for how long? And mind you, this was at so August 2023. This was almost at $9, $8 80 cents. Look at how much has been beaten down, right? So now, if it wants to reverse right now, this is when you want to buy the leap because you can just hold it as it's making its way back up here. And
Okay.
and mind you, you're locking in the $4 price right now. So when it goes to $5, $6, you're making so much more off of it. And then if it happens faster, you're making so much more. But even if it doesn't happen fast, you still don't lose money and you can still hold it.
Mm.
Unless it drastically goes down against you. Then you will lose money, but you won't lose that much because you have all that time. Time is a cushion with options. The less time you have, the less cushion you have. The more time you have, the more cushion you have. Does that
That
make
makes
sense?
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the less time you have on it, the more sensitive it is to movement. The more time you have on it, the less sensitive it is to movement. So I like it because to me, this is like long-term investing with options. So instead of buying shares, I buy leaps, and that's my stock replacement. So
Oh, so it replaces.
yeah, because you got to remember, one option contract controls 100 shares of stock.
So one leap contract controls how much,
100 shares.
but it's
Every
just
every
cheaper.
single contract controls 100 shares, 100 shares, no matter the time you put on it. You understand? So
Hmm.
get this, right? So let's say I buy this leap. So for example, right here, you see this $4 call for January 16, 2026. Next year,
Hmm.
I could buy this $4 call for $96. $96. If I like remember I told you if I was to buy 100 shares at $4, that would cost $400.
Hmm.
But now if this goes up, I get to still make the bread as if I had 100 shares. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So basically, regardless, you don't never lose nothing
Well,
unless
in
it's
order
like
to
a
lose, I could
drastic.
lose, but it'll have to keep going down further down. But as it's going down against me, I'm losing little bits by little bits.
Okay.
I'm losing little bits by little bits, giving it time to come back. But oh yeah, here's what I was gonna say, right? So now let's just say like I buy that $4 call and this goes to $7, right? So
Hmm.
understand that the contract gives me the right to buy them at $4 even though they're at 7. So what I can do is exercise the contract and say I want to buy 100 shares at $4 even though it's at 7.
Hmm.
So that's how you can control things. But yeah, we got less than a minute, so I'm about to get off this after this. But
Watch that zombie dip in the morning.
yeah, we're
That
gonna
zombie,
watch it. We're gonna watch how everything moves, but we got our vision.
because what you call it is gassing right now. It's probably gonna be gapped up.
What's
But
gassing?
Zom, the
XOM, ExxonMobil.
Oh,
oil
okay.
futures trying to hit new levels, but at the same time, Zom went down today. And so it'll probably gap. Zom, Exxon, they like to gap up and then come down and grab the gap and shoot back up. So we have to look at the put and call walls too to see where it's trying to go. So it could go touch 109 one more time. But shoot, you never
10
know.
by next week.